This is the core and the heartbeat of downtown LA. Today, we are going on an epic food adventure at the Grand Central Market in Los Angeles. We're talking authentic recipes from Michoacan, Mexico.
Okay, you see we got beef tongue.
Donuts in shapes I've never seen before. Man, look at the size of these twists. Sticky rice that's so sticky you'll wonder if it has a mind of its own.
It tastes like rice. It tastes like gum.
And sea urchin so fresh, it's still twitching on the plate.
Oh my God, it's moving.
This isn't just any market, people. It's a mix of LA's past and future. You can taste the city's history at old school spots like Tomas's, going strong since 1995. Or get a peek at where things are headed with all the new spots shaking things up.
You guys are the new kids on block.
It's where LA's food culture comes alive, all under one roof, flavors and stories from every corner of the world.
My God, there are so many different stands here. It's absolutely amazing.
Back in 1917, Grand Central Market opened as the biggest and baddest market on the Pacific Coast, a place where families came to gather, explore, and taste something new. It's still a staple, but these days it's a whole different animal.
What's super interesting about this place is that when it first opened up, it was mostly Hispanics. I mean, 90% Hispanics. People would come here to get their fruits, their vegetables. It was like the first place in downtown where you can go to an actual market. And now it's a freaking cultural melting pot. From lobster rolls to Japanese food to tacos to produce.
What started as a grocer's market has transformed into one of LA's biggest food halls, a true reflection of the immigrant communities that built this city. And then there's Tacos Tumbras a Tomas. That's Tomas himself, right over there, one of the market's longest standing legends.
Here in the Grand Central Market, most of the people came to eat my food.
For the past 3 decades, he's been at his own shop right here, serving up the flavors of his hometown and keeping that tradition alive, day in and day out.
Carnitas, fried pork, most popular in Michoacan.
And he's got every kind of meat you can imagine.
Pig snout, this is the trompita.
On his recommendation, I go straight for the lengua, the tongue, and the buche, or stomach.
Dude, I thought we were special. I saw every single one look this big. Look at that. You gotta have extra tortillas with your tacos.
One look at this plate tells you everything you need to know about this man, Tomas. He's generous to a fault with his time, his portions, and his kindness.
My philosophy is because we got all the time the best meat, best service, and best quality for our customers. We take care of the customers very, very well.
Welcoming, unpretentious, and fiercely committed to his craft, he's here to make the best damn tacos in the city.
These tortillas are so soft, but they also don't come apart. I feel like I'm in Mexico City street food stand right now. It is so good.
Next up, we're hitting Ghost Sando, a fresh face here at the market, and trust me, they've earned their spots.
Let's go with the club. We're gonna go with the club. We're gonna go with traditional. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm going with their club sandwich, but let me tell you, this is no ordinary club. Part of what makes Ghost Sando so good is the bread. They use the Dutch crunch. If you haven't tried it, think sourdough, but sweeter with an insane level of crunch.
I mean, these guys got a well-oiled machine here. It goes from bread to sauce to meat to lettuce. They even got like a special person that cuts the sandwich.
This is what makes the market magic, people.
This thing is heavy, dude. I mean, it's like a football.
1 minute you're tasting history, standing at a corner that's been here since the 90s, and the next you're biting into the hottest new sandwich in LA.
Holy shit. Just a burst of flavors, little bit of spice, like she said. A great twist on a classic club.
It's the old and the new, side by side, no hierarchy, just whatever you're in the mood for. And here's the best part, so many of these spots are family owned, local legends in the making.
One of the reasons why I love these guys is because all of their own creations. I remember speaking to the owner, it was like they would get stoned at night and figure out these different concoctions, and then they just made a sandwich shop one day.
Now, time for a palate cleanser, and I've got just the thing.
So if you know Broad Street, they have some of the best lobster rolls in the entire city of LA. But we just had a massive sandwich. I'm gonna go for a massive sea urchin instead.
When it comes to sea urchins, size isn't just a matter of chance. It's all about the nutrients in the water.
Sometimes they're a little bit meatier than others, and these are Santa Barbara red sea urchin. We have a personal diver, her name's Stephanie.
Stephanie is one of the only 2 female uni divers in California. She's become an icon in the industry, sought after for her dedication and the quality of her catch. Just look at what she brings from the depths of the ocean.
This is a lot of sea urchin.
Out in the cold, nutrient-rich waters of Santa Barbara, these red sea urchins have it good. It's a perfect setup to grow big and bold.
It's a movie, literally. That's as live as it gets. Look at that, look at that. That is fresh, dude. And it tastes so good. It literally is butter of the sea.
What sets them apart is their creamy texture with a touch of sweetness and a briny kick, a true taste of the Pacific.
That is worth every last dollar.
But enough about the sea urchin, man. Let's keep moving. There's another stand here calling my name.
It's starting to get really crowded in here. I think we came at the perfect time. Right around a 10 or 11, they start opening up. Boom. You get to eat everything you want without a lineup. Now, on to some sticky rice.
These days, the bar at Sticky Rice is packed with locals and tourists alike.
I just love sitting in these markets, shoulder to shoulder with strangers, smells from all different parts of the world, people smiling and enjoying themselves. I mean, that's what life's about.
But back in 2013, when they first opened, it was a different story. This was the spot where vendors gathered when the market was slow, building camaraderie over quiet afternoons, waiting for the next wave of customers to wander in.
What do you usually get? Ooh, that sounds good.
I'm getting the barbecue chicken. Apparently that and the pad thai are crowd favorites, both made to order and cooked up fresh.
Wow, the chicken is perfectly cooked. It's moist, it's not overdone. Let's try the stick. Man, this is some sticky rice. It tastes like rice. It's like gum. Good food lasts forever. It doesn't go anywhere. Lineups are all year round. And you know what I realized? The simpler, the better. That might be a metaphor for this entire place. Simple food, done right,
And that's just scratching the surface here. You got places like China Cafe still running the same menu since 1959, a time capsule in its own right. Down the way, there's Valeria's, your one-stop shop for Latin dry goods, a spot that feels like it's been part of the market forever. Right next door is Sarita's, where people happily line up for her pupusas. Think of them like stuffed tortillas filled with everything from cheese to chicharron. Then there are these little bars dotted around everywhere where you can grab a drink, like a michelada, my go-to. And of course, I had to find one here.
What an amazing day this has been. My God. I've lived in LA most of my life. I think I've been here a handful of times. After this is an every weekend type of place. They have something for everyone. And that's the beauty of it. You're in the mood for Chinese, your friend's in the mood for a lobster roll, you might want a michelada, and you might want a glass of wine. You're gonna find it all in this one freaking building.
And listen up, no trip to Grand Central Market is complete without a stop at Donut Man. Widely considered the best donut in LA. People rave about it, and for good reason.
What's your name?
I'm Etienne.
Michael, nice to meet you, Etienne.
And pro tip, if Etienne is behind the counter, let her surprise you. That's what I did, and just look at the treats she came up with.
Holy, heart attack, ready to go. I'm excited. You see that LA one? And what was that, Tiger Twist? That's the one I want. Tiger Tongue, or what was it? All right, dude, look at this. Holy.
Honestly, there's no better way to end the day. Enough sweets here to feed a whole family. And that's what this place is about. A market run by families. Vendors who look out for each other, welcoming everyone from all over like their neighbors. In the end, Grand Central Market is more than just a place to eat. It's a living piece of LA's story, where every bite tells you something about the people and the history that make this city what it is.
This has been an amazing day, full of all types of food. If you love food as much as I do, it would mean a lot if you subscribe. See you next time. Look at that.